Hey there guys, it's Silas, and welcome back to Retro Wednesdays. As you probably figured out what game we're looking at, let me give you a bit of backstory. This was produced by Viacom New Media in 1994. And this was done at the height of the Beavis and Butthead fame. At this point they had a hit TV series relatively on MTV. They had a movie, Beavis and Butthead Do America. And they had this. Beavis and Butthead for the Sega Genesis. As you can see, the option screen is fantastic. So let's dive right in and I'll show you what this game's all about. Somewhere in a small town in America.
This sucks.
Apparently it does.
Change it. Change it. Alright, Guar.
The boys see a Guar concert coming up and they really want to go. Later that week, they purchase their tickets. They have tickets that look like the French flag and get attacked by a poodle for it. After chasing the poodle for some time, they enter a field where, luckily, the poodle pukes up the tickets. They get the tickets back, or at least they think so, because lawnmower time. That's right, it's Hank Hill on his lawnmower. And so, the story begins. Now, this game is kind of point and click-ish, in that you have to move around and pick up stuff like, say, these secrets here, which are in the back of the sofa. Now, what you've just seen there is Beavis' main attack. If I switch over to Butthead, this is the main attack. And unfortunately, I hate that attack, so I always generally stick with Beavis. Because in order to use Butthead's attack, you have to face backwards at all times, and it's really annoying. But your inventory space is limited, so you have to use the other player. In fact, what I'll do, I'll use Butthead for this bit. Because the way you travel around to the different areas of the game is with this, the TV remote.
Change it.
And yes, you always get these little clips, these sound bites from the game. These are your different stages. You've got the Turbo Mall 2000, the Street, Burger World, Hospital, Highland High School, the Drive-In, and the Guar Concert. And yes, they are supposed to be played sequentially. So, let's go to the Turbo Mall 2000 first.
We're there, dude.
And immediately switch to Beavis for the forward attack, and because that remote replaces your weapon. That is so bad. Now, as you can see, we've got amazing range compared to the police here. But that's because the police do some serious damage. And they don't stop coming. You've got to keep moving at all times. Occasionally letting off the odd belch to make sure you don't take any damage yourself. Like I just did. Right, I'll have that burrito, thank you. And we're going into the mall, where apparently they have a really bad rogue shopping trolley problem. Now, as you can see, you've got all these different stores. You can actually go into them. And there's a reason to do so. The first one you have to go into, if I remember rightly, is the car place. Seriously, who keeps throwing these at me? And you have to kill this guy. Because you need oil, and he's just going to get in your way. But I'm going to take his burrito. Right, what did I get out of the couch? Right, we can drop the book. Yeah, there are two options in the start screen as well. Should have mentioned this. Drop and sucks. Don't ever click sucks, because it takes you right back to your hub. Right, oil. Now, can I use oil? I can't remember how to use the oil on the pants. But the idea is you get the pants dirty and then you can go into the laundromat and There you go, problem solved. Right, upstairs. You are attacked by a woman and bowling balls. Welcome to the army store. As you can see, they sell bombs, among other things. Sops are one that's got inventory, and classified military information will not leave this office as long as I'm standing guard. So, you fail. Yeah, you've got to find some way to distract that guy, I think. Right, let's try again, shall we? Right, Beavis. You are going to be the holder of the pants. Yeah, unfortunately, your contextual command button is the same as the attack button, and it kind of just does what it wants. But this is the password system. Why the passwords have to be quite so long, I'm not sure, but there we are. And the only way out is through the options menu. That is obtusely bad. Right. Butthead, you've got my remote. Let's get out of here.
Change it.
Right, back to the mall.
We're there, dude.
Yeah, those sound bites get really tired really early. As you can see, these attacks are terrible. You can replace them as the game goes on with like pea shooters and toy guns and stuff like that. But on the whole, it just seems lazy. I mean, Butthead's whole thing is he farts, so you constantly have to have your back turned to the enemy. That is pointless wasting of time. There is a 2-player mode for this, so I always felt really bad for whoever ended up playing Butthead. It was really bad. Right, let's get this guy out of the way. Right, I want your oil. I intend to use it on my pants. There we go. We be cars. Whatever, dude. Come on. Oh, seriously? Came from the other way? Yeah, this is where you go to get all your upgrade weapons. I need $1.50 to buy that toy gun. Okay. Butthead loves playing frog baseball. He should use that bat. Yeah. Certain weapons can only be wielded by certain characters, and it's really, really bad. Right, what's in the frozen yogurt shop? Let's have a look. I remember you making a mess last time you were here. Take this, punks. Right. Right, run round and yoink that. Thank you. We enter the toilets. Now, as you can see, I've got a new weapon. The pea shooter. It's a very handy weapon. For bad food, try Butthead. Now, there is a reason for that being there. It's not just random graffiti. In fact, actually, we'll go and I will show you that. Making maximum use of the sprint function, as usual. Oh, come on. Shopping trolleys? Seriously? You can't even see them coming till it's too late, either. It's just what you want. Right, let's get back to the exit point. Now, as you can see, the pea shooter is vastly superior to your belch. And if I'd have picked this up as Butthead, I would have been able to actually attack forwards. So it is like the only option you've got for firing forwards. At least as Butthead, because he gets all the melee weapons, whereas Beavis gets all the ranged ones later in the game. Right, die, coppers. Oh, seriously, these enemies just come out of nowhere and they come in swinging. They're 8 peas. They're supposed to be good for you. Die, copper! Yeah, you got much more range with this. I'll have your cheeseburger. And when the exit point decides it wants to work, Or do I have to be his butthead? Yep, I do. You have to use the remote.
Change it.
Now, that thing that said, for bad food, try Butthead, suggests we go to Burger World.
We're there, dude. Oh.
Yeah, kill this guy again, because apparently he's everywhere. Just randomly spraying oil where it don't belong. And I shall have your burrito. Yeah, this level starts you off in the middle of the street, and you always get hit by that skateboard. That is just bad. Okay, she's gonna hurt me, and I can't attack her. And Mr. Oil Guy's back, right. Now this is where the password comes in. B-U-T-T H-E-A-D. And here we are, we're in the back of Burger World. Dude, I can't carry any more stuff. Okay, fair enough, we'll slot the butthead. Now, I've put the fries in. More fries. And more fries. Does it have to go in the other one? Nope, that one only. I can't exactly remember what the fries do, but they do something. Yeah, I can't remember. All I know is that they keep respawning and it's really, really stupid. Service! I want service now! Oh yeah, that's what the fries are for. Yep. But, if I remember rightly, when this guy's demanding his service, we don't give him fries!
Oh. Whoa. We need a doctor. Oh.
Yeah, I screwed up there. You don't take the burger. You switch to Butthead. And you take that. And then...
Oh. No. Ow.
Right, let's get out of here. Try and avoid the rats if possible. Ow, ow, ow. Right, Butthead's the only one with space. You take the dead rat. Yes, I remember what you do. Password again. And then you put the dead rat in the fryer. With fries. Then you feed this guy his dead rat and fries. Yep, you're gonna get your damn service and you're gonna get poisoning. That's more like it. And you get this. Cash. And there goes the rat. Lovely.
Alright.
Now, as you can see there's part of a French flag. And we all know what the French flags are. Right, switch back to my pea shooter. Because Butthead's gonna die. And if one of your characters dies, they both die, and it's really irritating. So let's take this guy out before we can start attacking us. Yeah, when you've got that sickness from the burger, you have a small problem with your health not regenerating.
Direct hit.
There we go, and he's dead. And that's game over, so you can't ever eat that burger. But, to be fair, there's not much else to say about this game, apart from, you may notice here, there's no music. This is actually part of the game. This room has nothing in it, apart from the remote and the stuff down the back of the couch. And if you want to know what all the stuff was, you have the option of the donut, the book, and the pizza. That is all. So yeah, if you ever do feel like playing a Beavis and Butthead game, I'd wait till the one I'm going to feature next week, because that's a much better game than this one. On the whole, it's not bad if you're a fan of the show. It's got a lot of the stupid references and a lot of the characters that recur. But as far as actual gameplay goes, design's terrible, hit detection's awful. Butthead's attack is a joke. You actually have to spend a second turning the hell around in order to get to attack until you get the pea shooter. Which, as you can see, didn't really last that long. Sorry, it didn't really come in till a while, that's what I meant. And the fact that once one of your characters dies, there's no continues, that's just a joke. You only get a password every time you get a GWAR ticket as well, by the way, so... And in order to access the password, you have to come back to your hub and put it in the poster. Until you've put that thing in the poster, you got no password. So yeah, this has been my look at Beavis and Butthead for the Sega Genesis. Arguably one of the worst games to ever use like a TV license. I hate this game. It is obnoxiously hard. It gets repetitive and annoying. So, wait till next week and you'll find a much better game. I've been Salas, and I will see you next time.